All right, in this video, we're going to talk about the Goal Zero Venture 35 and the Goal Zero 10-watt solar panel. So originally, when I got this, I got it for an Arctic trip we were taking, where we were going to be sleeping out in the woods, and we're going to have sub-0 degree weather. So I originally bought just the Venture 35, which is why you see two here, and I bought this to hopefully keep my phone charged while we were in the field. And like I said, the temps were going to be very low, 0 degrees. And while we were out there, the temps only got down to about 4 degrees. And then I would say the average is probably about 10 to 15 degrees. So it wasn't too bad. But this thing right here did charge my phone about 2.5 times, as well as it didn't drain itself from the cold weather, which was really good. It was also a little bit wet because prior to going out there, everything had kind of melted and then everything refroze. So there was a little bit of condensation and water everywhere, and we slept in dirt shelter. So this thing was basically out in the dirt and mud and snow and all that stuff. So the rugged features and then the little cover right here that blocks all the ports was really nice to have out there. And like I said, it did very well. So this is a 9600 milliamp hour battery pack. And the reason I got this one was because of the ports. So a lot of newer ones have all the ports, as you can see here. So there's 3 ports. So you have 2 standard USB ports, and then you have the USB-C. The USB-C is important because I have an Android phone, so the S23 Ultra. And a lot of these chargers, if you just try and charge it off these standard USB ports, you end up having issues. Whereas if you charge it off the USB-C, it charges fine and you have no other issues. And this is an 18-watt USB port. So it worked really well with the Ultra, the S23 Ultra. And like I said, it got a couple charges out of it. And it also has, I won't turn it on, it's at the camera, but it also has, if you hold this down, it has a flashlight, which is nice when you're out in a tent with no other lights. And this is your only source of light, this and a headlamp. So pretty cool feature. And like I said, in the weather, it did fine. It did not drain, which was pretty impressive. Consider that it's made to be an outdoor use battery pack. So now we're about to go to the field again, and there's 2 of us going this time, and we have 2 phones we need to maintain. So I picked up a kit, which is the 10-watt panel with the Venture 35. And I've had Goal Zero products for probably the last 8 to 10 years. So it was really, really refreshing to see that they updated the panel. So the panel now is, it used to have the old school ones. I think it was like a Nomad 13. It had like a fabric edge going around, and then like a high gloss, like probably clear coat that went over the panel. And what happens was is you would charge things, but you were probably on a 13-watt panel, you were getting 5 watts on a good day. Whereas this one, they redesigned it, and I think it looks really good. It's a little more rugged than the old one. Folds up, and you can put a clip on the corner, attach it to your bag, attach it to your tent with it open. And then on the back side, they really smooth things out. They put a little kickstand on it so you can prop it up. And then they also added the USB port so you could charge directly off this if you needed to. A lot of modern phones, I really don't think that you would get enough watts from this standard USB port over to like a S23 or iPhone 15. But if you're going to maintain your battery pack and charge it with this, it's a really good setup. On this panel, it also has a little slot right here. We have the Flip 15s or the Flip 10s, and the Flip 10 actually fits right here and it locks in, so you can plug it right in and you can charge it, and you won't have to worry about it dangling around or coming loose. Another good feature with this is a lot of the old ones, there was so much heat because I don't know if it was the design or not, but when you were leaving it out and charging stuff and you had it underneath, they would just get so hot. But this one's a lot thicker than the other model. Like I said, it's a more solid type panel. It has a little ridge in the center, so you can fold it open, obviously. But when you have stuff on the back and you're charging it, it keeps a lot of that heat from going to the battery pack that you're going to have behind, which is really nice. So like I said, after field testing it, the Venture 35, I really, really do like it. I would say if you're going out for extended periods of time and you're trying to maintain it off just like a solar panel, I would say you'd probably want to step up from the Venture 35 to the Venture 75 or something a little bit bigger than that. But the fact that you can have this and it's pretty much waterproof, it's IP67 rated, which is really nice. So like I said, the product itself is great. 3 ports to charge from, 1 port to charge in from, which is a USB-C. It's an in and out port, and that one is 18-watt port. And then the other ones are just 2 standard USB ports at 3 amps charging. The light is only a 50 lumen light, so not overly bright. I wouldn't say I would bring this as like a primary flashlight if I was walking through the woods or camping out somewhere. But as like a backup, if you're carrying this around your pocket, it's small enough, you see it's in my hand. This is a small device you can shove in your pocket and take this bank anywhere. But after one good trip up in the Arctic, I really do like this. I do plan on taking it to the next one, which is going to be more of a southern trip. So it's going to be a little more humid, a lot of rain, very wet. So that'll be my second test on this to see how it is. But so far, so good. Really happy with the product. And I will give an updated review once we take it out and test it again. Thanks for watching.